But then the actual show opens up with A Moment of Bliss, with Bliss and Cross. I'm actually going to put these down, they're distracting me.
Oh.
These other beers that are in there. Yeah, she introduces the nWo after listing off the other people that are going in, including new inductee JBL.
And Nikki says, and the Billa Twans! And all the Americans thinking, what the hell is a twan? But the Bella Twans are in it, and yeah, out come the nWo looking so uninterested in what's going on.
Also, it's the nWo without Hogan.
Yes, that was confusing. They mention Hogan, they say he's not there, and then Corey goes, oh, he was the kind of guy who started it all.
He's like the most important one. It was like, well, why is he not here then?
Well done for burying the other three.
Yeah.
You got to say, Kevin Nash looks amazing.
Doesn't he?
He's a handsome
He's a handsome
older
chap.
gentleman.
Yeah.
And
I genuinely think he's got
brilliant.
more attractive the older he's got.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
Since he's got rid of that horrible ponytail and stuff. X-Pac looks great.
Yep.
Scott Hall, I mean, amazing recovery from what he was
Totally.
like a few years ago. So it's really cool to see them. And they've still got like charisma and stuff like that.
Yeah, totally.
And Scott Hall, you could tell he was having a brilliant time. He was just saying stuff.
He was just on the mic because he could be. This was pretty awkward though, this whole segment.
Yeah, you could,
because Alexa was just like, Sean, do we call you Sean? Do we call you 123 Kid? Do we call you X-Pac? And he was like, why don't you just call me a Hall of Famer?
And but there wasn't a Hall of Famer, it was Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
And you could kind of tell Scott Hall had no idea who either of those two people were.
Yeah.
But Nikki kind of goes, oh, I'm a massive fan of yours. Can I have a selfie? And just sort of walks over and takes a selfie. And it's a bit kind of, what?
Yeah,
this is the nWo. I would prefer it on a slightly more serious chat show. Because like the Moment of Bliss is a bit of fun. I would have preferred it on like a, I don't know, a Talk is like what was Jericho's thing that he used to have?
Highlight reel.
Highlight reel, or like the Miz's one.
Miz TV.
I'm not very good at my job.
No, apparently not.
Or
Miz TV.
Something like that, because they're
Cutting edge.
Yeah, they're a bit.
Truth TV.
They're a bit more serious, whereas this is kind of like they're just sort of
King's Court.
sitting there fangirling.
Piper's Pit.
You're just saying things now.
They're all legitimate talk
the Jerry
shows.
Springer show. And you kind of were waiting for something to happen, and they clearly ran out of things to say.
They all just ran out of things to say, because I think they probably, because they're the nWo, the click and all that stuff, they probably
scripted.
Yeah, they probably got a bit of leeway to just be like, go out there and say what you want kind of thing. But then they all just kind of went like, anyone else gonna say anything for a little bit? It's a really awkward pause for like 10 seconds, and someone clearly in the back was like, music!
Yeah.
And just jammed the button for Sami Zayn to come out. So Zayn and Cesaro and Nakamura all came out. Zayn says they need to stop living in the past and start talking about the future. Goldberg. You aware what happened at Super Showdown? Come on now. He's the heel for saying that, by the way. So yeah, nWo tease fighting Zayn and Cesaro and Nakamura, and they're like, oh, we could drop you in a second. That's Zayn saying that. But then they're like, we won't fight you, heels. Strowman comes out, and he beats up Cesaro and Nakamura individually because they don't run at him at the same time because they're apparently video game baddies. And then Zayn gets caught between a rock and a hard place, or in this case, a Braun and an nWo place.
Yeah.
But then he uses Alexa Bliss as a human shield to escape out of the ring and manages to get up the ramp where Braun throws a chair and a table at him.
What was she in this scenario? With the rock or the hard place?
Neither.
Oh. She's just...
She's also there.
Okay. Cool.
There's a rock and a hard place and an Alexa.
It was quite a funny move, like the whole sort of human shield
thing,
like that, because they're obviously not going to go, well, so I'm just going to clear out Alexa as well.
Something I would have liked, I think it would have got a big pop, is if he tried to use Alexa as a human shield and she just punched him. I think that would have been funny.
I would have liked it if Sammy had just picked her up and thrown her at Braun, who had caught her and gone. And then you have a throwback to
Team Little Big.
Exactly, they could kind of go,
right.
I got you still, put her down. I would have loved
that would have been
if
funny.
He picked her up and gone, yeet.
That would have been very funny.
Yeah.
However, I still think he should have tried to like get behind her as a human shield, and she just like breaks out and just clocks him one, and he rolls out the ring.
Yeah.
So like he still gets hit, but it's not like, oh, he got beaten up or anything like that. He just took a hit because he was a moron. I would have liked that, but it was still cool. After that, I'm not really excited for that match though. This didn't make me more excited for the 3-on-1 handicap match on Sunday.